Hi, it's Melissa, and I'm back today with a layout that I made playing along with the 1st of August sketch over at Stuck Sketches. I love Laura's sketches, and I've been meaning to play for ages, but I haven't had time, so it was really awesome because it also serves the purpose of helping me get through my May hip kit. So what I have here is 2 photos of Azaria on her birthday. She turned 8 at the end of June, and so I'm really good, or really bad, whichever way you look at it. I'm really good at not scrapping their birthdays. I kind of put them off, a little bit like Christmas. I don't know what it is about events like that, but anyway, I thought the sketch would work really well. So I'm staying very true to the sketch, except I'm using a smaller photo. I'm not having them both the same size like the sketch. So I've pulled some papers that I think will work really well. I love the fact that that background paper is a grid or a ledger. And so then I have just pulled some pinks, yellows, and that floral. Now I did think about using, where is it? I pulled a paper and I didn't end up using it. Oh, okay. I think it's an Amy Tangerine one with all the flowers on it. Didn't quite work with the, I think, the pinky colour of that ledger. So instead I've pulled that heart, or it's pink with small hearts on it. And so now I'm just working on my layers, and I sped that bit up because it took me a long time. I was very much aware that I was looking at the sketch, but I didn't want to do it exactly. So in the end, I put the phone away and didn't look too much at the layers. But I wanted to make sure that I had everything lined up right and everything the right size. So that's why I mucked around a bit. I'm wanting to pop up that little photo just to give it, I guess, dimension is the word, but I just want to make it pop a bit more, I think. And I love that photo because it's got Brielle in it too. So here with this piece of floral, I think that's from Chamel, I really wanted to see that red flower. Red is not a colour I use in scrapbooking a lot, and so I wanted to make sure you could see it just peeking up at the top, so I've trimmed a bit more off. And this is that pink that I was referring to with the cute little hearts, and this bit took me a while. I don't know why. Normally layering is something that comes naturally to me, but yeah, it took a while, and I think I even put something down crooked, which wasn't that great. And yeah, here I'm wanting to make sure that that photo covers all of the layers. That's another little design tip. So adhering them now, and I think this is where I went wrong. I stuck it down, and you'll see how unforgiving double-sided tape really is. So it doesn't matter though. I just retape over the top. And I don't mind that the paper's a bit bent. I guess I bend up the edges anyway because I like the way that looks, like I'm doing there. So this took me a while, and then I moved on to the embellishments, and I have to say these embellishments are absolutely beautiful. They are exclusive ephemera designed by the Hip Kit Club, and I just love that tag. I wanted to put a tag like the sketch showed, and this one says "so lovely," and I didn't want to waste that. I could have tucked it under, but I had to position it in a way that you could see what it said, and I love the scripty font of the Y especially, and so I don't want to cover it too much, and so that's why I'm just struggling a little bit there with where to put my photo. So I'm happy now. I know what I'm doing, and just adhering that. And what she's holding there is a packet of Shopkins. They've been quite the rage in our house. So there is some Stampin' Up! Twine, and I was really, really happy that it came on a roll. The previous twine I had was on a piece of card. It was wound around so that you'd always end up with a crease where it went around the corner on the card. So I'm just so happy. Thank you, Stampin' Up!, because I do love your twine. And I will waste less because I won't be trimming off the bits that are crooked. So here you can see lots of the exclusive ephemera and beautiful, beautiful puffy stickers. I'm just so in love with them. The ones on top are from Dear Lizzie, and the ones on the bottom are exclusive to Hip Kit Club as well. So now I'm working on this little horizontal cluster. It's on the sketch as well, and I thought I'd just use the 3 papers that I've used to layer above, I'll do that as well. They don't show banners, I don't think, in the sketch, but I decided to cut 2 of them into banners. And here I'm just trimming down this pink so I can use my guillotine because I'm too lazy to grab my paper trimmer, which is next to me anyway. Moving on. So I just cut a banner end on the right side of that one. I did think about stitching, but when I was making this, I needed to make it quickly, and I wanted to keep moving with it. I don't have to add stitching to every layout. The sketch also showed some kind of mixed media. I don't think you always have to stay 100% true to the sketch. It's a guide, so I didn't add that either, and I'm really happy with the way this turned out. So these puffy thickers are amazing, so I've just used the 8, and this Celebrate came from, I think, 2 kits ago. It's pink paisley, I think, and I just love how it works so perfectly that I could call this Celebrate 8, because she was. And so I'm adding an arrow, which is another piece of that exclusive ephemera. These puffy stickers by Dear Lizzy, oh my gosh, they feel amazing. They're soft and smooth, and I know I probably sound like a crazy stationery addict, but let's be honest, that's how most of us got into scrapbooking, and I'm sure most of us remember, well, I do, when my mum used to take me shopping and I would get to pick a packet of stickers. So now I'm happy with where that's going to go, so I've adhered that, and I can't leave a tag without twine, so I'm adding some more. I'll be honest, I had a bit of a nightmare, well, not really, but a scrapping nightmare with that tag. I put 2 Stampin' Up! Dimensionals underneath it, and I was just sticking up too much. Then I pulled it out, and it was I was having some issues. It was sticking up too much, and then I was trying to work out, do I line up the gold sort of line of the tag with the kind of horizon of the paper, or do I have it above? And in the end, I just went with it. So yeah, I think you can spend too much time agonizing sometimes over the placement of things, and you should really just get it stuck down. So that is another piece of ephemera. It says You Are Loved, which I thought was perfect, and it also brings a bit of gold down. Now the sketch showed a flower in this position too. With sketches, I always think that it doesn't mean you have to use a flower because it's a flower. It's more an indication of where to put an embellishment. So I tried to get this little word shine, it's wood veneer on page, but it just wasn't happening. I think because it's wood veneer, and also I've got enough words going on here as it is. So I decided to tuck another flower just between the 2 photos, above the little one really. And then I decided to take the sketch my own way and just add these clouds above, and I think they're really sweet. I kind of wish that I had popped up that tiny little heart in that blue cloud. You can pop it out, and I wish I had popped it on some foam, but you know, it's done now, and I still think it looks really sweet just as it is. Thought about the 3rd cloud, but it was just too much, and so I'm just looking through these. I've got a plan for all these flowers, so I don't want to use too many, so keep an eye out for that. And then just had these hearts as well, which I think are lovely. I just love how crisp and fresh the ephemera is that was designed for Hip Kit Club. Okay, so adding a gold heart there, and then these beautiful puffy stickers. And I'm sorry I'm out of frame. I get really involved in this and almost forget that I'm filming. So I wrote the date, which was 29th of June, which is her birthday, and then I just wrote a little note about her birthday and how lovely she is and how much Brielle enjoyed it almost as much as her. And she loves this page. I showed it to her, I think, the day after I made it. So I'm popping up and bending up the edges of these flowers just so that they're not completely flat. And now the buttons. I must say this kit's great because you get, I think, 4 of each button, because I think the last kit you only got 2 of each, and I struggle with that because I do like to apply my buttons in 3s. So what I do is I take off the massive big pop dot behind each of them, and then I will use my glue just to adhere them. And once the glue's dried, I just pierce a hole and then I stitch them down because I can't handle buttons without thread through them, but like my thing with tags. I have to put thread through. So then I'm adding these tiny little puffy hearts, and that is my final layout. So I hope you enjoyed watching this process. I'm so excited to say I have another video that I need to edit and voice over, and you'll see that soon. Thank you so much for watching.